Welcome to another Dragonlance Saga Readings episode. My name is Adam, and today I'm reading the Dragonlance Saga Book 1, Chapter 3 and 4. I'd like to take a moment and thank the members of this channel, and invite you to consider becoming a member by visiting the link in the description below. Chapter 3, The Flight to Darken Wood.
Let go of me! This is that infernal Kinder's doing! He knows I've made a holy vow never again to set foot in a boat!
Plague take you, dwarf! That accident happened 10 years ago! I'll make sure Caraman sits still this time. I swear it! Caraman, can't you get Raceland to sit down?
He's lost in a trance, Tannis. That means he's about to cast a spell.
Well, the gods know we could use one, because the way we show up against the water, we're about to become goblin target practice.
Best hurry, Raced. Some of these arrows may even be poisoned.
Sarak, Sinuralan, Krynnawi.
Interesting. They just dropped their bows and went to sleep, as if Raceland had touched each of them in turn.
Good work, little brother. You...
Leave me alone. I'll be... all right. Tannis, the constellations.
Huh? What about them?
Gone. The constellation known as the Queen of Darkness and the one called Valiant Warrior both have vanished from the heavens. She has come to our world of Krynn, Tannis, and he has followed to fight her. Then all the evil rumors we have heard are true. War, death, destruction.
Easy, Raced. Don't get so worked up. It's only a bunch of stars.
Only a bunch of stars.
He is ill. Perhaps my staff. No! If it is a blessed artifact, its sacred power is limited. It will not heal me. My body was my sacrifice. Oh, for my magic. The damage is permanent. Nothing can help.
How did your staff heal Hederick, Goldmoon?
I do not know, Tannis Half-Elven. I've not had it very long.
Shh. My brother sleeps now.
Here are the maps, Tannis. For years we've searched for a sign of the true God, and now that we may have found one in the staff, I'm not about to hand it over to a corrupt power seeker like Hederick. But Tika said the High Seekers in Haven were still interested in the truth. Perhaps they can tell us more about the staff. Then we should take the staff south to Quillinesty, the Elven lands? Perhaps, but I remind all of you that this staff belongs rightfully to Goldmoon, if it belongs to anyone. We have no more right to it than the Theocrat in Solace. What is your will, lady?
Riverwind?
You know my mind. But you are Chieftain's daughter.
Riverwind feels you add to our danger, that we would be safer on our own. But I will accept your help, at least for now. Riverwind.
Well, Taz, you're our guide now. You know your way through Solace Vale better than any of us. But remember, we're not on a picnic. Yes, Tannis. No, Tannis. Oh, your one true love's a sailing ship that anchors at our pier. I sense your life has not been an easy one, Goldmoon.
Riverwind and I have loved each other many years, Tannis. But because he was but a shepherd, and I a chieftain's daughter, and because his family believed in gods who existed before the cataclysm, my father was determined I should not marry him. He sent Riverwind on an impossible quest to find some artifact with holy properties that would prove the existence of these ancient gods. He hoped Riverwind would meet his death, or that I would come to love another. Riverwind was gone long years, and I sometimes thought my heart would die. Then, a fortnight ago, he returned, half dead and clutching this staff. In his fever, he raved about a dark place, a broken city, where death had wings. Then he remembered a woman dressed in blue light who healed him and gave him the staff. When he remembered her, he grew calmer, and his fever broke only 2 days ago. Rising, he presented the staff to my father. My father commanded it to do something, anything. When nothing happened, he thrust it back at Riverwind, proclaimed him a fraud, and ordered him stoned to death before the grieving wall. I ran to him. The rocks struck us both, and there was a blinding flash of light. When we could see again, we were standing on the road outside Solace. The staff glowed blue, then dimmed and faded, until it is as you see it now. It was then we were determined to go on to Haven and ask the wise men at the temple about the staff.
Riverwind, what do you recall of this broken city? Where was it?
Tell him, Riverwind. Tell him what you told me.
It was a city once beautiful, but now is very old and very evil. I can say no more, because I remember no more.
Tanis, you and your companions went your separate ways 5 years ago to investigate the evil growing in your land?
Yes.
And you all met again in the Inn of the Last Home?
All but one.
And what have you learned in your journey?
Little, for the most part, except rumors. Rumors of armies up this way.
Ho, comrades! Behold! Darken Wood! Remember what I have told you. Eat nothing. Drink nothing. Harm nothing whilst we are within yonder forest.
Oh, you're always warning us about something, Raceland. It doesn't look so bad to me. I'll say this. The night is dark in here when it does fall. Even my elf's eyes cannot.
Tanis, something stirs ahead. Show yourself, whoever you be. We will not harm ye.
Of course you won't.
By the gods! 'Tis a unicorn! A talking unicorn!
More, it's flanked by centaurs and spectral legions. Well, my sword will...
Remain sheathed, Knight of Salamnia, in the presence of the Forest Master. When he passed this way eons ago, even the great Huma laid the Dragonlance at my feet.
We have killed nothing in your domain, Forest Master. Not even for food.
Be at ease, warrior, even if you had, no matter what others have told you. We do not mourn the beast or the man who dies fulfilling his destiny. I was expecting all of you for this day. A great and shining being appeared to me, saying that one who bore the blue crystal staff would come tonight to Darken Wood. I was to say you must fly straight away across the East Wall Mountains, for in 2 days the staff-bearer must be within Xak Tsaroth. There, if you prove worthy, you shall receive the greatest gift ever given to the world, to use against the Draconians, who are the enemies of civilization.
Eastwall Mountains. We'll need to fly all right to reach Xak Tsaroth in 2 days' time.
And what in the god's own name are the Draconians? Hear that, Raceland? We've been chosen.
Aye, Tanis, but chosen by whom and why?
If we passed through the plains where the Quayshu rule, Goldmoon's life and mine would be forfeit. They like strangers no better.
Why go to Xak Tsaroth anyway? Greatest gift. What could that be? Better to head north. You are all fools.
I have seen armies in my mind's eye, armies of monsters overrunning Solace and Haven and all the lands of your fathers. If we do not within 2 days acquire the gift of which the Forest Master spoke, the Draconian armies will.
Then, whatever danger may await us there, we must go to Xak Tsaroth. Can you help us, Forest Master?
I can, or rather, some who serve me can.
Look, companions! Great numbers of campfires dotting the landscape below. Then the rumors of armies to the north were true.
Yes, half-elven, but what armies?
Huh? Must have dozed off.
Wake, friends, the winged ones have left us. Still some leagues from the mountains we must cross.
There's what affrighted them. Whence came those twisted columns of black smoke? From our village.
Chapter 4. Dark Memories and Draconians.
More than men have died in Quayshu. Goblins! Whoever this Verminard is, he and his Draconians brook no disobedience.
This is what happens to those who take prisoners against my commands. Kill or be killed. Verminard.
The goblins were looking for the staff, Riverwind, and now our people are dead, amid stone houses, all melted like butter on a hot summer day.
I saw tracks. Perhaps some managed to escape. Be brave.
You are right. My father would be ashamed of me. I must remember, I am Chieftain's daughter.
You are more, Goldmoon. You are Chieftain now, and I will be husband of Chieftain.
No, Riverwind. You know that can never be.
We must go.
More than a day wasted in this treacherous swamp, if we are not in Xak Tsaroth by midnight.
Riverwind says it's not far off, though he doesn't remember passing this way.
The water's deeper ahead.
Yes, but look at our road across.
That's more like it.
Careful, you two. It's bound to be slippery.
A little. Say, Kender, pass back the brandy again, will ya?
Why? You'll just... Whoops! Flint, we've got company.
Thump. Gods, yes. But what?
Offhanded, I'd say it's one of those Draco whatevers. Tannis! Ambush!
Confound ya, Taz! Duck! Damn! Sploosh!
That's a Draconian? That two-legged lizard?
Utsila, Kazilem, Van Krim, Tapuka Yavi! Watch out! It's casting some sort of spell.
Webs! From nowhere! Can't even draw my sword! Can't breathe! Can't... Shh, Dwarf! You hit your head when you fell. Don't let the lizard gizzards hear you.
The Krivinach Takso Kiri Sa Sahu Butoth Ukok Chupan Zahab Makuhabi Zabik.
Great Rioxtas! They've got a dragon in the middle of their camp!
But it isn't moving. Shouldn't a dragon be more lively?
Go tickle its foot, then you'll see lively.
Sturm, are you alright?
Aye, Tannis. Where are we?
Inside a flimsy cage in the Draconians' encampment. Raceland's hurt.
What happened to him?
A poisoned dart.
And we can't cure him, for the staff lies outside with our other gear. Before a carved black dragon the man-lizards seem to worship. I pray Taz and Flint are alive, but they probably drowned, or else were pulled down by Deathmurk. Oh! Raceland?
He needs help, Tannis Safelvin. Will you get it, or shall I?
Guard, you speak the common tongue. One of our number needs treatment.
The magic user. If the poison kills him, you should envy him. Your deaths will not be nearly so quick.
You filthy scum!
Help me!
Karaman, no! You haven't a chance against so many.
I'll not let my brother die without a score of scaly souls to keep him company.
Spare him, fools! Don't waste time trying to subdue him! Aye, let his blood soak the earth before our...
No! Bring the human scum to me!
Hold! The dragon speaks!
By the gods! So it does! Do you not hear? I said bring him to me!
Karaman has traded one death for another far more horrible. That robed draconian, he must be one of their magic users.
Obey the dragon, soldiers, or the priest will punish you when he returns from conferring with Lord Verminard. But the dragon never speaks when the priest is not here.
What is this delay? Bring me the human for my dinner.
Best do as the dragon commands, warriors.
Come, lads. We can't let Karaman die out there by himself. Flint!
Hist! Thomas, Sturm, there's something I must tell you about yonder dragon. It's hollow, made of wicker. The priests sit inside and make it move. The voice which threatens to eat Karaman belongs to Tasselhoff Barefoot.
I thought it sounded familiar. Karaman! Grab the staffs and let's go!
I don't. Do what he says, dummy! I mean, prepare to die, human scum!
Flee! Lest the dragon's breath slays us all!
Humph! Taz? It was you?
I made a pretty convincing dragon, didn't I? You're lucky I didn't put a sword in your fake gullet, Kender. Now come on! All right, but I really was good. Nicely done, Taz. You too, Karaman.
But, my brother, how do you feel, Raceland?
How do I ever feel I will live?
This way. Riverwind will lead.
Dry ground ahead.
About time. After floundering for an hour, I'm even ready to ride in a boat.
we must reach Xak Tsaroth before the moon sets. Look up, my friends.
Storm clouds from the north, swallowing up the very stars. More swamp water, but at least that fallen obelisk forms a bridge this time. I'll go first to test it. Thank you all for tuning in to this Dragonlance Saga reading. What did you think of the comic? Have you ever read Dragonlance comics before? Feel free to email me at info@dlsaga.com or leave a comment below. This channel's all about celebrating the wonderful world of the Dragonlance Saga, and I thank you for joining me in the celebration. Thank you for watching. This has been Adam with Dragonlance Saga, and until next time, Slanjava!